Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. So we're just going to do another war commentary video here. This is technically the first war of season 36. We're actually into the fourth war, but the first three in the first week were obviously postponed. So we get the assignments really late, people have real life issues. That's a thing, that's what happens. So we come into this really late. You can see we've got half of the attack phase left technically. So for me, this is literally just as I've woke up, a few assignment changes and stuff like that. So I've checked with the officers, make sure they're happy with what I'm doing now. We've said yes, and I'm going to fly into it. So I have a 6 or 7 fight war, going straight up path 5, shared fight in between the two sections, and then we're going to go through it. So this is TCN. TCN is a huge alliance that's based on ridiculous size accounts and some very talented players. So they did come off a dock from the end of last season, so we know that happened. And we know that these are realistically one of our main competitors, especially this season, due to a lot of people maybe taking it a little bit easier this season because of the way war's working out or something. But GT40, look, we're an alliance full of people that really enjoy war. We're very competitive. I completely just decided to waste my invulnerability boost on Cersei. And you're going to see in a second, this war, yeah, not my finest hour. Pretty terrible. If people were to see this, they'd be like, there is no way this guy's actually competed in Masters before. Never mind potentially even winning war seasons before. So you can see here that this Cersei is not really moved at the moment. She had the glancing up, I believe, or she may have just lost it when I throw this first special free. So it does a little bit of damage. And now we're just going to try and roll through to be able to kind of steal some power. I know I should be doing this fight a lot better, but I just didn't. There I was 100% sure, just because I can't be any more sure than that I hit a parry. But for whatever reason, I might not press the screen hard enough, the game didn't register the input, whichever it is. I got smacked. Luckily, it doesn't mean too much damage, but it is the case. So Cersei here is taking some time, and because of her glancing, when I threw that special then, she just ended up not being stunned or anything. So that's all good fun. Cersei's way of getting me back is hitting with a special free. To be honest, I think this might have been the first time I've ever actually seen a Cersei special free, because I didn't remember any part of that animation whatsoever. So interesting there. But as you can see here, we're already 2 minutes into this fight. She's on 64% health left. So this is just not going the way I need it to. We managed to reset ourselves in a way here. So hit the parry, hit the heavy, switch off all her nodes from the glancing, get the fury, do some good damage off the special free here. And you're going to see this is how the fight is meant to be ended. And I don't understand why I took 2 minutes to do 25%, but then 30 seconds to clear the rest. And just, yeah, that doesn't sum up this war. I don't know what does. So heavy hitter node here with the knockdown on Kitty Pryde. So the people, what they were hoping for here is that Kitty Pryde just either becomes ridiculous with heavy attacks, or she starts phasing really quickly, or things like that. We're going to use this as a Guardian not Guardian. We're going to use this as an APOC ramp up fight. Sorry, I was thinking in my head a Guardian assignment would have been quite good. But so we're going to use this as an APOC ramp up fight. And again, this doesn't go well. So I hit the first parry. I forgot about heavy hitter, literally read the node, then just decided to forget about it. She then instantly gets to the 3 phases because of the fact that she managed to crit me a few times, which was really nice. And then I'm already pinned in my corner. So now I'm having the thing of trying to dodge around heavy hitter. I'm just kind of waiting for my time. I thought I was going to be able to get that. She might have sat back for a second. but she dashed in and she intercepted me there. Sorry, I cut the voiceover off quickly just because I sneezed. So now we can manage to get back into this fight and we can start to lock it down again. So she's got the prowesses there. You can see there's 3 of them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one part of this special 2 to the block there. Still decide to be an idiot and punish when I shouldn't have done. But now all her prowess is gone because I took a hit of her special attack to the block, which is all you need to do. I'm going to throw this special 1 here, and you're going to see the fight ends. So even without power back boosts or anything like that, the fight is possible. I'm heavily boosted, less boosted. I probably could have died there, but that's just because I'm playing like an idiot in this war. And it is going to bite me in the arse, but these things happen. Again, there's been a little bit of an annoyance in this war in particular. We had a bit of an issue just after the plan had gone out and someone decided to withdraw from the alliance. So that then became a bit of a menace in terms of us planning and trying to be able to do the rest of the fights that we had sort of to do. So I'm going to be open. We are going to lose this war. We know that's the case. There's nothing really we can do about it now. It's just one of these things at the end of the day. As much as people enjoy it, it's just a game and people react differently to that fact. Some people are just, I don't know. It just works out differently. So we're going to go into this fight here against Claire. And we're just going to play around the node, try and get to the special 3. Once I've got the special 3, we'll have the passive stun. And then we can just go from there. Again, I don't run any grade boosts or anything for this fight. I only did it for the Cersei one. I was going to have it for the Kitty as well in case I did it quick enough, but I didn't. So I didn't want to use any more. We were already a few deaths down at this point. The war technically isn't over when I'm doing this voice recording, but I'm just kind of assuming that it's done. So here, we're going to throw the special 3 again. And we're going to finish off this Black Widow Clairvoyant. So pretty clean, to be honest. Like only losing 9% to that fight is pretty good. You're going to see here, she's going to be stunned, so I'm just going to give her one nice little medium. And yeah, there we go. So that's Claire done. That's my 3rd fight of this war. Now we're going to go into a Nova. So we're going to have this Mixed Master Nova here. So the plan for this fight is to parry, medium, light, heavy. That's pretty much this whole fight. When I get to special 3, you throw it for extra damage. Don't really want to be throwing special 1s or special 2s too much because of the unblockable nature and what that can do with Nova. But we'll see how it goes. So I do put on an invuln. Again, completely wasted. Didn't need to. Shouldn't have done it. But I know for next time. So you're going to see for a lot of the time, I'm trying to skip through kind of like the in-between bits of each fight. Just because some of the fights were really long and I'd rather show you the actual fights than some of the back screen stuff. I have to fast forward that because it's already still like an 18-minute long video or something. So it's pretty crazy how long this war video is, and that's just because of the length of some of these fights. So you're going to see how I kind of paused for a little second because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the special 3. Decided I'm just going to throw it there and see how that leaves us all up. I fully understand why there's not a skip button, but I'd love to see a skip button in Alliance War. I fully understand, even if it just cut the timer down slightly, it knew the length of the SP3 animation. But I fully understand and appreciate why that's not the case, so it's fair enough. And then here, I'm just kind of just sat there with Nova. He's now at 2 charges, so if I can, I'm going to do the special 1. Do that, steal the buffs, have the Mystic Dispersion feed me a little bit. You can see there that the Fury ran out anyway, so I'm just going to be able to, in a second, I'm going to be able to medium light, heavy, and go back into the cycle again. And this fight, as you can see here, it's pretty safe. There's nothing really to worry about. As long as Nova cooperates and wants to throw his specials, then you're fine. It's if Nova doesn't want to throw his specials and he becomes a bit of a nightmare that you then need to worry. But see there, full attack bonus, perfect. One of my alliance mates here, an officer in GT40, actually moved up to this Green Goblin to try and help me out of energy a little bit. And they're going to move up 1 step after this Green Goblin too. But when we were given the assignments, they asked me to Cosmic Boost, to Power Start 1, to get this Green Goblin done. So I wanted to go with the plan. Again, first war of the season, technically. First war back with GT40. Really trying to set off a good method. So parry heavy. And then the 4 lights to get the power gain. And then go into the mediums. And there you can see. So I managed to hit them all off. Throw the special 2 and it does almost 50% damage to this GG. I'm going to let him hit me once so I can get the parry. Throw the next special 2 and the fight's done. So 20 seconds, easy as you like, that's that Green Goblin dead. Now, next fight on Path 5 is this Omega Sentinel. Now, CGR is not the perfect counter to this fight. But again, because of things that would change, we had to kind of improvise a little bit. He can do this very, very easily. And you're going to see how easy, but just not on this first attempt. So yeah, I do throw away my deathless streak already in my first war, which is always really good. Because you can see here, I'm trying to get my intercepts. I'm just not getting any luck with the AI. Whether it's throwing light intercepts, mediums, she combos the life out of me there and hits me for pretty much all of my health. Then she auto blocks and parries me. Luckily, I managed to recover in time, but it's just a nightmare. So here, I'm trying to get a light intercept, nothing. I get it there and think, right, okay, let me throw the special 3. This is going to do some good damage. I'll be able to recycle this, probably straight into a special 2, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Like 0 damage. So she instantly throws a special 1. I do 2 dashbacks. And because I did the second dashback, questioning myself, I then dashed in, was too late, got parried, and killed. So this is the difference of what can happen in these wars. Again, the deaths were already a little bit out there. Annoyingly, it just means a lot more items to be used. And realistically, I probably didn't even need to use these health potions. And you're going to see why with the second run. And this is how easy the fight can be with Cosmic Ghost Rider, especially because of the power back boost. So, parry, heavy. Done, check, tick, we like it. Now we get to parry and we do the light attacks. We've got the power gain. Now we throw the special 2. And even with the protection up, this is still doing really good damage. It gives me back to a special 2. I can throw the next one instantly. And even with the protection up, she's dead in 20 seconds. That's how easy the fight was, and it should have been. But I just made myself look an idiot. I had a really bad style just because I was really focusing too much on the intercepts. And that's just the way it was. So, final fight of the war for me, this chunky Ringtra. This champion is a tank. I think it was like 245,000 HP or something on this node. It's rough, especially with Mighty Charge and things like that. He's a bit of a rough fight. So, the plan with the officers I spoke to them was throw the special 2 after an intercept of Apocalypse if I could make it work. And it would be a short fight. So as you can see, I'm 30% boosted, 15% attack. I think it was only 10 or 15% health. And I'm going to go into this fight thinking, okay, that's fine. All I've got to do is hit a couple of intercepts. Remembering this Ringtra is rank 4, Sig 200. So he's going to be the best Ringtra it can be. Just decided to throw away 2 hits of my invuln boost there, which was completely unnecessary. Did the dash back on the special 1 to get the spacing so I could knock them down, just to remove the charges, because that will stop then the rooting happening and all the kind of the special like benefits. There I completely mess it up, decide to lose the last part of my indestructible. There I run into a heavy. So this is going great. Managed to land a nice intercept there. And it did about 25%, if that. So I was expecting it to actually be a little bit more damage than that. I do realise now an error that I made in this whole war. And that was I didn't ever put on suicides. Now, the liquid, like, double energy liquid courage would have meant the specials hit so much harder. All my basic attacks would have hit harder too, but it's one of these things. So while Ringtra's got me in the corner, I want to make sure I'm trying to control them charges. And here he's got me towards the corner again. So I instantly try to do damage back, and I'm pushing myself away from the special too, and that's not where I want to be. So I push him back with it just to try and give myself some distance, and you can see, we're a minute and a half into the fight. He's down about a third of his health. So even going from what we'd said to do, and pretty big boosted, this fight looked like it was going to go on for the duration. I realised this like halfway through, just because I hadn't really gotten any nice intercepts, that was just the way it was going to be. So now I'm having to deal with dodging Ringtra's special too, to which until this fight, I've always been very bad at. I don't know why or how, but I always seem to mess it up. A little bit like what I always did with Doctor Strange's. So now I'm just trying to bait specials from them so they don't get to a special free, because my indestructible's gone. If I can like sneak and intercept in somewhere, you can see me throwing in some light attacks where I can. It just doesn't happen. So I'm against my wall and trying to get an intercept, and I'm just like, right, okay, you need to back up, mate. Let's throw the next special too. Let's get you back there. So now we're gonna just play against again off the wall. We're gonna hit another heavy attack to drop the charges down to 3 of them, and he's then gonna start throwing up his special ones. That's fine. We're gonna counter that to bring his charges all the way back down again, and we're at special 2. So if I could land an intercept now, this would be perfect. I end up kind of like having to kind of quake style against the wall and end up getting smacked in the face because of it. Because all I need is him to throw this special. I don't really want to do anything about a buff or anything until he's thrown this special. If I still had my indestructible, I'd kind of get away with it, but I don't. So here we land the intercept, we go for the special 2 again, and now he's down to 33% with 1 minute 33 to go. So again, when they said a short fight, I didn't quite think it was going to go on this long. It's a bit of a battle. We're going for it though. We're still going to try. And there we go. So I dex that one again. I tried to counter it with a heavy, and apparently it just took too much time. So, and then I was very, very slow on that one. Got resisted. So this time I decided not to go for that heavy attempt again, just because it didn't work the first time. There's no way I'm risking it again. I've thrown the special 2 because we were going too far. And we're down to the final minute. We are, I cannot remember, it was probably when I've quaked some beefy Sasquatch or Weapon X or something, was the last time I ever got into a last minute of a war fight before. So now I've got the intercept and I'm just rushing. I'm thinking to myself, right, I just need to get past this. So managed to get the special 2, which was perfect. Now, here we go, 20 seconds. Hit the intercept, hit the special 2, and we managed to get it done. Whew, what a fight. We love to see it. But anyway, that's my war. We're going to lose. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Good luck to TCN for the rest of the season, and I'll catch you in the next war video. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying. Please like, comment, and share it around. Thank you very much.